attention. I never stepped astray, but now I lost my way. I can't tell the difference between you, between me, and search for an answer. I can't tell the truth, even though it takes courage to capture a dancer. The things I fear the most, between you, between me, and search for an answer. Sure to die away, even though it takes courage to capture a dancer.
I'm sorry, but I'm trying not to cry out your name when I'm alone. No, should've walked away when you told me to. I'm stuck on you, I'm stuck on you. It's been 4 days since I last saw you. You walked away, said that it wasn't me, it's you. Now I'm trying to let go of you, let go of you, let go of you. Let go of you. You say don't want nothing to do with me, that we're all done, that it just wasn't meant to be. Should've walked away when you came to me. came with me. It's been 4 days since I last saw you. You walked away, said that it wasn't me, it's you. Now I'm trying to let go of you, let go of you, let go of you. I keep trying to call, even though I know it's over. Now I'm trying to let go of you, let go of you, let go of you. Let go of you.
Coast to coast are diamonds in the rough. You see the most, but you've never seen enough. Counting all the cities till I'm home. The first time I had never felt alone. Summer loving, I would crave your lips. Thunder struck in for just a kiss. Sunny loving all over me. Overthinking what we could be. Setting sun's the start of a new night. Transition your fun to black and white. Touching of an arm, your skin on mine. I've seen the way the moon will make you shine. Summer loving, I would crave your lips. Thunder struck in for just a kiss. Sunny loving all over me. Overthinking what we could be. Peace of mind and morning breeze. Understand the things that bring you ease.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, and good night, depending on whatever part of the world you're in. This is Gorgo 2005, welcoming you, each and every one of you, to the channel today. We're going to be doing our usual Sunday shenanigans. We're looking at all three teams and how they didn't make the playoffs. I'm gonna cry. No, I'm not. It's just the way the game goes sometimes, but none of my three teams made the playoffs, including the one that stood the best chance. But we'll see what happened to those guys, because they didn't have a very good ending to their season. Kind of slid them out by a little bit, but we'll check them out. All three teams will get checked out today. We're going to do some post-season post-mortems and take a look at some other teams' playoff pushes. Then we'll have some historical happenings. We'll go out and try to grab an historic challenge pack or 2 or 3 and see how quickly we can maybe get 3 of them done. Because I found out from some kind people in chat that I had been overplaying a little bit. That something that I learned way back in Perfect Team 21 when I was doing an historical challenge. If I got out of the challenge right after I got my pack and went in to play another one later, it made me finish up the one that I had left hanging and undone. So, but since then, apparently the game has changed, and folks clued me in on that. And you can now, as soon as you earn yourself a pack, you can get totally the hell out of the historical challenge, and you don't have to spend any more time there, which makes it even much more attractive than having to hang around and for whatever sake, just for the sake of completing it, just get the challenge done and completed. But you don't have to make it all the way through. As soon as you earn yourself a pack, which we'll talk about more when it comes time to do that, once you get your pack earned, you can get totally out of the challenge. But we will do that, and we'll also, at the end of our stream today, because I don't really have to run so fast to run to the kitchen today, it's the usual Sunday pork roast in the crock pot that I've already stuck in there about 1 p.m., 1:30 p.m. I put it in on low, and by the time this stream is done, it will be cooked to perfection, and I'll be extracting the roast, slicing it up, and thickening up some the mushroom gravy, which is a can of undiluted cream of mushroom soup. That is a healthy choice recipe of cream of mushroom soup that's much more sodium friendly than other versions, because my wife is on a little bit of a low sodium diet for her health issue that she has, that she's facing. And other than that, we're going to be having fun today. 25 standard pack giveaway at the end of the stream, and that hopefully we will get ourselves a nice little pile of entries at the end. We are up to 55 people in the channel right now, so we only have about 6.5 minutes before our first ad break. So why don't we go ahead and jump into the game and see what in Blue Blazes is going on in Gorgo land here with my Finneytown Flames. In Diamond, we are in Diamond 362, I do believe. Yes, Diamond 362. I have 3 tournaments spammed up and ready to go, and we might take a look at one of those on the way out of here to go take a look at team number 2. In the number 2 slot, that's my theme team, my Cincinnati area, my Redders. And they've got the saddest tale to tell about the end of their season. But let's take a look at these Diamond Flames and maybe look around the league a little bit and see how the playoffs are going so far in Diamond 362, because this old fart didn't make it. In fact, probably the first week in some time that I hadn't had a single one of my 3 teams make the playoffs. That doesn't happen very often, but all 3 teams got eliminated before the playoffs arose, I should say. I can't even talk right. Let's try that again. No, let's not try that again. Okay, we ended with a win, and we ended up 8 games under 500, which is a whole lot better than the 11 or 12 that we were under 500 going into Saturday's final day action. We ended the season, you can see here, these 2 teams right above me in the division, 5 games difference between those 2 and me, and those 5 games represent the entirety of the gap that I was away from the playoffs. I was in slot number 4 in the wild card standings. So that wasn't a bad showing for these guys, but we'll talk a little bit more about that in just a moment. But you can see right here I am down here in the number 4 slot, 5 games out of the wild card. So GG's to the Philadelphia Snowballs, who are owned by IML Owl, and the Berlin Blue Crabs, who also made it in from my division, owned by JMO. He's known as JMO in Discord, but he's Jay Mondenhall in OOTP. You see him there, Jay Mondendahl, or whatever. I can't really pronounce it too well. But anyway, the Rockland Racers made it into the top wild card slot. They are managed by Schnee64. The division winners, of course, the Iron Rangers with 101 wins. That's a pretty impressive record. 40 games over 500, and they have won Diamond twice already. They have a couple of gold trophies under their belt as well. But take a look down here. The Ewa Beach Fighting Chickens in the BFF friend group, owned by OMG Puppies. If you thought that 101 wins for the Iron Rangers was impressive, look at this. 16 whole games better. The Ewa Beach Fighting Chickens, owned by OMG Puppies, are the top seed in the entire conference. In fact, in the entire league. So they will have home field advantage all the way through the playoffs, including the World Series, if they're fortunate enough to make it that far. So the Rockland Racers, like I said, that belong to Schnee64, they were the top wild card. Adirondack LOL Cats, these guys have never won Diamond. So they put in a pretty strong bid to get themselves started, perhaps towards their first Diamond title and their first trip to Perfect League. But they ended up 30 games over 500, and they knocked out. With a 14-game advantage, both of these teams here that we already took a look at from down in the wild card race, the Snowballs have won Diamond 3 times. The Berlin Blue Crabs, they've won Diamond once. So the LOL Cats are trying to get themselves a ticket punched to the Diamond 362 World Series, and they are hoping for a trip to Perfect League if they are so fortunate as to make it through the round unscathed and on top of the mountain, and they get to be king of the hill for this particular season. Okay, whoops, I have an ace of bronze that kind of died, number 89. I'll go out and spam that one in just a moment. As soon as we take another look around the rest of the league, in fact, I think I'll spam that tournament while we're taking our first ad break. Over here in the National Conference, Providence Friars are the top seed at 106 and 56. They have won Diamond 3 times. And down here in second place in the division, you have the Levine Toros, 15 whole games back of the Providence Friars. The Friars are owned by Fred the Baker. We've seen Fred the Baker around quite a bit. Levine Toros, owned by MGV00. I run into them all of the time in bronze tournaments. So the San Dimas Time Travelers, owned by David Donovan, they didn't make it through to the playoffs. They ended up 3 games in back of the Topeka Defenders for the final wild card slot. So San Dimas got eliminated. The Philadelphia Wooders, owned by Okipa, they got eliminated. And the Hickory Crawdads, owned by Noob with no name, who is probably facing relegation because I think the bottom 6 teams in the entire league get sent back to gold starting tomorrow morning. So I'm pretty sure that one's looking at relegation. The Taylor Ham Sandwiches that belong to Gabagoo Luigi. There they are down there. They have, I think, the least fortunate record in the entire league. So they're going to be on the bottom of the league, and they will be facing gold tomorrow morning. And the same thing with the Mile High Interceptors. And it does appear the North Smithfield Predators will be heading back to gold, along with the Tecmo Superb Owls. And this is a surprise here. Look at these guys. They've won Diamond 5 times, and they're getting sent back to gold, ending in the bottom of their division. And it hasn't been that terribly long ago that they last made it to Perfect League. Okay. Brinnick 1107 says he finally beat THR. You both finished 500. Who is Tranquil Hill? Is that Tranquil Hill Farms? THR. I guess I'm at a little bit of a loss. And you finally beat my Flames Bronze team with a final last night. Yes, I saw that. I saw that. Oops. Hard to say that one, but yeah, if you beat the Flames in the final last night, that explained where my 5 packs came from that I'm sitting on right now. See, I've got some. I think I've got a semifinal loss, a 5-pack second place. That was the tournament that you and I were in, and my first Twitch drop pack just came in. So that's where my 9 comes from today. But I do have a semifinal loss that I picked up today, and that 5-pack second place in a final, and so that gives me my 9 packs if you include the first drop that I picked up. Okay, it's time. Well, why don't we go ahead and take that first ad break of the day, and we will come back and take a further look at this Diamond League 362 and check out some of the other teams here. And I'll also, while you're on your ad break, I'm going to run out to the tournaments and get another Ace of Bronze tournament fired off. So here we go, our first ad break of the day. Please stay tuned for this word from our sponsors. We'll be right back in a minute. Okay, gang, we are back. Thank you for putting up with the ads. We appreciate it greatly. It helps the revenue stream out a little bit. So we were looking down here in the NC West and saw that Fred the Baker won his division, and he is the top seed in his conference with the 106-56 record. The Levine Toros, owned by MGV00, who have won Diamond once themselves, they are going to be in the number 2 wild card slot. Now, the surprise wild card team in all of this mess, right here, the Cleveland Flying G's. Wait until you see their bubble here. Okay. Oh, D. Goy says I destroyed him earlier in an iron tourney. Well, GG's and better luck next time, buddy. Okay. You must be dreaming somehow you finished 500. I ended up a little under 500, not too bad. But anyway, take a look at those Cleveland Flying G's. Look in the upper right-hand corner of that bubble right there. Take a look at that. 2 Perfect League trophies. That means he has a couple of hunks of acrylic in his trophy case for having won, and those are actual acrylic trophies. I don't know if you've ever seen them on screen, but they look awesome. And he's got 2 of them. But he ended up second in his division to the, let's see, who was it? The Tulsa Goldies here. I can't even talk right. The Tulsa Goldies. And we'll take a look at them in a moment. But I have a sim coming in, so we have to interrupt things just a little bit for this next sim coming in. But the Cleveland Flying G's are a surprise wild card team. I expected them to run away with everything in this league. Okay, so here we are back in and looking at the standings. So anyway, the Wile E. Coyotes were the sole representatives of the NC East. They get to go on to the playoffs. Everybody else that made the wild card were in other divisions. The Flying G's, as already mentioned, owned by Moonlight Matt, and the Topeka Defenders, owned by Max Fire. We've seen Max Fire around a time or two or three. But the Wile E. Coyotes that belong to Greg Peters too, they've won Diamond before, and it hasn't been that long ago that they made it to Perfect League. So anyway, we see what be cooking over here in the NC. And what do we have? What do we have? A brand new follow, and I need to go to another screen to see that a little bit better. But thank you to Ramazan Sankar 45. Thank you so much for your follow on the channel. You should be follower number 854. Last count I had 853. There you go. Hi there, Ramazan Sankar 45. Appreciate you being here. Thanks so much for the follow. Okay, so anyway, what we got going back here in the game. Let me get back to the game. And I had to make a run to OBS to see who it was that just came into the channel. Everybody's always welcome here. We're up to, what is it? Oh, we're up to 69 people in chat. So the audience is starting to build up a little bit, so I'm glad to see that. But anyway, the Flying G's are trying to ride some of that wild card magic and see if they can get themselves back to Perfect League, where they've already won a couple of trophies. So they're going to be a formidable opponent for whomever they play in the Diamond 362 wild card round. Now, if we go and take a look at the playoff tree, we'll see who is playing who and how things are going. We're already in the conference finals. The conference series are up and running. Let's start in my conference over here. There's the Snowballs from my division. They won their wild card series, and the LOL Cats, being the number 3 seed, they had to start out in the wild card round, and they swept their division mates, the Berlin Blue Crabs, owned by JMO, or Jay Mondenthal. The Snowballs here, they made it into their particular division series, and look at here. They beat the Ewa Beach Fighting Chickens, who were the top seed in the entire conference. They swept them in the division series, and they got to move on. They're riding the wild card magic, hopefully all the way to the World Series. So the Philadelphia Snowballs, for my division, are taking care of business. Now, the Adirondack LOL Cats, they didn't do so well in their division series. They got just this far, and the number 2 seed in the conference, the Iron Rangers, who have been to they've been to the Diamond Championships several times, and they've been to Perfect League at least once. I forget how many times they've been there. But they get to play the Snowballs to see who makes it to this part of the table in the World Series. And right now, the Snowballs are holding a 1-0 advantage over these Iron Rangers. Over here, so far, the Tulsa Goldies, they're trying to make it all the way to the World Series, and they are beating up on Fred the Baker's Providence Friars 2-0 in their conference series. Fred the Baker had to go to 5 games to win his division series, and you see who he beat. He beat those 2-time Perfect League champion Flying G's. So that was quite an accomplishment in and of itself. So GG's to those Flying G's. They are out of here after sweeping the Levine Toros in 2 games in the wild card round. So the Flying G's, they get to try one more time next season to see if they can make it back to Perfect League. Down here, the Topeka Defenders, who came in as a wild card, beat the division champ Wile E. Coyotes, who had to come in as the number 3 seed, and they got swept in the wild card. So Topeka made it to the division series, but they got swept in 3 by the Tulsa Goldies, who are so far running undefeated in the postseason. They started right here, and they won this series 3-0, and they're ahead in this series, the conference series, to see who will make it to the World Series from this side of the table. They have won 5 postseason games without a single loss. So right now, they're riding a really super hot streak, and they may be the early favorite to make it to the Diamond 362 World Series. But we'll see. From these final 4, there will be a champion emerge that will start out in Perfect League first thing tomorrow morning. So we'll see who that will be. So we see the advantages. We've seen the playoffs. My poor guys, they got eliminated. Well, practically last minute they got eliminated. This was one of the later times that they got eliminated in the playoffs. But if I take a look, I wanted to look at something else here. I want to look at my transaction history and make sure, okay, there's my first drop. I sold a bunch of cards just now, quick sold some, so I need to get past all of these quick sells. I think I need to see a 3-pack. There's my 3-pack from 441 this morning, my 3-pack, and then before that, there's the 5-pack second place that I came in to degoist. Okay, Mr. Ree, I see you in the channel. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Thanks for being here with your cute emote there. Let me go to OBS and I can see what that emote is that you used. It's a "Hey guys" emote. What channel is that from? Let me see. Oh, it's a Twitch Global emote. Ha ha. Nice, nice, nice. Cool one. I like that emote there. Hey, and Mr. E coming in, and he's giving me a little shout out, so I'm giving you a shout out right back, Mr. E 416. Okay, so it's good to see you. Good to see you. So I got my my second place 5-pack and my semifinal loss 3-pack well accounted for, along with my first drop of the day. And I'm sure that everybody that has that extension on Chrome, the Chrome browser, that automatically picks up Twitch drops for you, that you may have gotten a notification that said that it wasn't working, at least in most cases. I've only had a little bit of trouble with it. Only a little bit of trouble with that extension, because I've continued to pick up drops as I go along. There was only one time that a drop came along that I was not able to automatically claim, and I had to go out and manually claim that. So, but since then, no trouble at all, and it's not an issue. So I haven't had to go out and manually redeem a drop in some period of time. And if you're wondering about what I'm talking about, there is a Google Chrome extension that I believe also works in Firefox and possibly also Microsoft Edge. If whatever browser that you use to watch Twitch, if you have that browser extension in your browser, you can automatically pick up not only Twitch drops, but it'll also automatically pick up Twitch channel points for you. So what I'm going to do, there's my second drop just hit. I'm going to run into the chat and I'm going to give you a link to that extension if you have never seen it or didn't even hear of it. Okay, so bear with me a second. Exclamation point extension. There we go. That is the link to the Google Chrome extension that will get you your Twitch drops automatically claimed so that you do not have to manually claim them. And it doesn't work only on OOTP. It works on every channel that you follow, whatever the game is, whatever the drops are, you automatically get the drops. I watch some Marbles on streams, and I get my my marble stuff automatically redeemed on those streams, and I never have to go in and manually redeem them. So, okay. Port Dog is saying it ain't working, at least for you. And Burner Guy says it's hit or miss. Usually you need to reload it a few times. Okay. Well, that's good feedback. It's good to hear that stuff, fellas. I appreciate the feedback very, very much. But my own experience, I've seen the notifications, and I only had to go manually redeem one. So I've had fairly good luck with the extension so far. I don't know. Maybe Maybe there's something in my version of the extension that's bulletproof. I have no idea. But for whatever reason, I'm still picking them up, and little to no issue. Reload as far as removing the extension and re-adding it. Oh, I see. That's what PortDog is asking of Burner Guy, to reload it. Okay, it might be a case of reloading the screen, reloading the Twitch screen. That would be a good second guess on my part there, PortDog. I really don't know. But anyway, we're up to 86 people in chat. No, turn it off and turn it on, then reload the stream. Oh, I see what you mean. What he means by turning it off and turning it on, you can do that from within Google Chrome. You can disable the extension and you can re-enable it. Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you're talking about there, Burner Guy? Is by going into Chrome and disable the extension and then turn it back on again? Is that what you're talking about? I think that's what you're saying. Turn it off and turn it on. Because that to me would say disable the extension and then re-enable it. Okay. That's a good idea. Okay, let's see. Yes, disable the extension, turn it on, reload the stream. Boom. Excellent. Thank you, Burner Guy. I appreciate that feedback very, very much. Okay, let's get out of here. Get back to my main screen. So let's see. Come on, game. Anytime. There we are. Okay, let's take a look and see how my individual performances worked out on my team. Because I may be, just maybe, looking to replace some of my replacements that I put in mid-season that almost got me to the playoffs, but not quite, and we might be able to see a reason why. Well, but before we do that, I got to show you one more thing. Is this the place? No, this is not the place. This is not the place. I need to show you that on my theme team. Here we go. Let's take a look at my pitching staff. Because I moved some pitching around. I picked up Eric Gagne, and this is his first full season with me. What's his card looking like? You see there, I did pick him up last week. Picked him up after this card was released as part of the final content set of OOTP for this game cycle. He was part of the Milestones 3. He was a card that I did not have auto-completed, but I was able to buy a couple of affordable cards, and I completed him and got him on my team. I also auto-completed the Pete Rose card. And, oh, wait a minute, no. It wasn't the Pete Rose card. It was the John Smoltz card, and I also got the Hank Greenberg card. Those two were auto-completed. So, I'm working on maybe getting Pete Rose on my team, but it's been a little while since they've been able to pick up perfect points. We got a few perfect points from yesterday's pack ripping proceeds from sales, but we're sitting on 36K right now. We're going to need more than that in order to afford some better cards for this team. But we did get the Hank Greenberg card, which sadly necessitated me moving Lou Gehrig down to the reserves. I hated like hell to have to move Lou Gehrig down, but he is down there now. Okay. Burner Guy is saying Twitch has to be blocking it somehow. Possible. But it works sometimes. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing from a variety of other people there, Burner Guy, is that Twitch is trying their best to block it, but they're not 100% successful in doing so. Okay, we got another sim coming in. Okay, now let's go back to my pitching and get back to that Gagne card. So he ended with a little bit of a rough run. His last sim that he played in, he gave up a couple of earned runs that took his ERA from 3.03 back up to 3.3. And he ended up with a WAR of 1.7, which was not too terribly bad. That was a decent WAR for Mr. Gagne. The previous season, he played very, very shortly, only from Thursday night into Saturday night late. So he had about 2 full days of action from last season / last week, and he only earned a 0.9 WAR. But this was his first full season, and he got a 1.7, practically doubling his WAR money, wins above replacement. He just about doubled his money on the WAR rating from this season just completed. So we are done looking at him, I think. Let's back out. And he's got a really decent L10 of 80K. But I picked him up for about half that from the 2 affordable cards that I needed to buy to get him. That is to get the mission that he was in finished, so that I could get him on my team, because that was one of the most desirable cards that was a part of that set. Hank Greenberg is a decent card as well. Let's take a look at my lineups. Oh, no. Schmaltzy is down here in long relief. He ended up, after I put him in the rotation to begin with, but he was getting shelled in the rotation, so I moved him down to middle relief. He did much, much better in middle relief, and I ended up moving him to long relief because Kevin Brown was starting to stink up the long relief role. So I moved him from long relief back to middle relief. That's KB I'm talking about, this guy right here. That once I got KB moved down to middle relief and got Schmaltzy moved up to long relief, then they both picked up their games a notch or 2 or 3. Schmaltzy got his ERA down from 5 point something down to 2.57. So I was pleased to see that. And KB got his ERA down from 5 point something or other. It was almost 6, all the way down to 4.33. So he benefited from the move, and so did Schmaltzy. Over here in the starting rotation, the person that I moved into the starting rotation that had not been there before was Pud Galvin. He had been in, oh no, I take that back. Yeah, it was Pud Galvin. It was Pud Galvin. He's the guy that I brought over from middle relief and put into the starting rotation when I moved Schmaltzy down to middle relief and KB was still in long relief. So yeah, Pud Galvin was my man that got moved over from middle relief, and he ended up with the second best ERA of the starting rotation at 4.33 and an 11-13 record. This Cooperstown Club Mad Dog card, best ERA on the starting rotation, 3.30, but only an 11-15 record. He suffered from more than a little bit of a lack of run support, so it seems. So Mad Dog did pretty well on the ERA. And so did, I would dare say, John Smoltz over here, and also Mo Rivera in the stopper role with a 2.73. So we had 3.30, 2.57, 2.73 over here. Those were my 3 strongest ERAs of anybody. In fact, Mad Dog was tied by Gagne at 3.3 to take the 4th best ERA of my entire pitching staff. So that 3.30 and this 3.30, that looks about as even Steven as you can get. Okay, let me see here real quick. Okay, nothing new in chat. Because the burner guy was the last guy in there telling me the Twitch is finding a way to block it somehow, block the extension. So this is what my starting rotation looks like, and I think, or I should say my pitching staff looks like. Now let me look at my lineups, and you'll see some underperformers and overperformers. I need to, I'm against right-handed pitching here. Let me pull up my versus righty splits here. And you will see Mickey Mantle was one of my replacements that I brought in mid-season. I took out Hammer and Hank Aaron, and I took out Frank Robinson, otherwise known as Frank Robbie, and his Reds card, which I hated like the dickens to move down, but they were both badly underperforming. So Mickey Mantle got moved up. He's probably going to end up getting moved back because right now He is the team lowest batting average at the interstate level of 197. So Mickey Mantle is, or otherwise known as the Mick, he will probably end up back on the bench and will bring either Hank Aaron or Frank Robinson or somebody else back, because somebody else is going to be due to have a good season. I may, and I'm still toying with the idea, I may give Mickey Mantle a chance to get himself a better season start on Monday, because we will be back for the 38th diamond season out of the previous 40 seasons. And we can take a look at that once I'm done looking at my lineups. But Mickey Mantle was one that I brought in. Ken Griffey Jr. was one that I brought in. But take a look here. Griffey Jr. ended up with 6 home runs. Mantle with 4. Not too terrible. Terribly bad, but not too terribly good either. I had nobody with double-digit home runs. Not a single soul on my batting order here, or that is my offensive players, my position players. Nobody hit 10 or more home runs. That was pretty sad, and that power drought kind of hurt the guys. So we may be looking at some other changes. We'll check it out. But here, Hank Greenberg with that monstrous power rating of his, good grief, batting only .244 and only 3, count them, 3 home runs, and this was his first full season. Take a look at his power numbers here. They are incredible. 158 power overall, and against left-handed pitching, for crying out loud, 174. 174 power. How do you do that? And I put him in against lefties. How does he only get 3 home runs? That's a bit of underperformance, to say the very, very least. To say the very, very least. But anyway, 174 power against lefties. Holy moly. So that's Hank Greenberg. So I'm not sure if Lou Gehrig is going to earn himself a trip back, because the other first baseman that I have in there besides Hank Greenberg is another lefty, and that's Joey Votto. The game is right now overloaded with good left-handed hitting first baseman. Greenberg is a good one. Votto is a good one. Lou Gehrig is a good one. Willie McCovey at times is really good. And Jim Thome at times is really good. All of them left-handed first basemen. The game is overloaded with them. But anyway, we'll see. I may just leave everything alone and see who gets off to a good start on tomorrow morning when we start, like I said, our 38th diamond season with no trips to Perfect League. We have not won even a single World Series yet in any level. But we will be in there for the 38th week of the previous 40. Here is my managerial record. Okay? D. Goyce platooned him too. Oh, Greenberg was a disappointment for you as well? Holy moly. Yeah. Port Dog is telling Burner Guy that his suggestion worked for him. Excellent. Glad to hear that. And okay, I got to take a look. I got to read that name a little bit better. I think it's Bulab X. Oh, Bulaba. Okay. Bulaba. Am I playing neutral park factors or lefty cheese? Okay, I'm doing neutral still. I tried lefty cheese very, very briefly, and I had a massive face plant doing lefty cheese. I don't know if I'll ever give it another try again, but we are totally, totally neutral right now. We are not favoring cheese at all. Because if you could tell from my pitching rotation and my bullpen, that is not cheese worthy in the least. I have a mixture of lefties and righties in both the bullpen and in the starting rotation. So yeah, we're not doing anything at all with not even the slightest hint of cheddar. Okay, maybe you might call it mozzarella, which is about as plain a cheese as you can get. So yeah, So anyway, yeah, let's see. Okay, so yeah, Greenberg being a disappointment for D. Goist and platooned him as well. Again, who'd you platoon him with, D. Goist? Was it also Votto? I was wondering, just offhand. Okay, because I was definitely platooning Votto and Greenberg. Okay, but here, take a look at my managerial record right here. And I will be in Diamond again come tomorrow morning. So that will be 2064. That starts tomorrow morning, where I will be in Diamond again. That will be 40 whole seasons, counting the 2025 season. That'll be 40 seasons since I was first in Diamond, and I've only been in Gold twice since. My first trip to Diamond resulted in me getting relegated. Wasn't terribly ashamed of that, because there were only 10 Diamond leagues at the time that I got promoted to Diamond, and I got promptly relegated because there was no place for those strong OP Diamond teams to go, because there weren't enough Diamond leagues to form a perfect league with championships. They had to wait until they got 24 Diamond leagues populated to have enough champions in Diamond to qualify for a perfect league, and that's when they first started appearing in perfect league, was when they had enough people in Diamond to make 24 leagues. So that since then they've added another 6 teams. That's one per division. There are 6 divisions, if you didn't know this, in perfect league. They don't have just no, I take that back. I think they have 8. They have 8 divisions, which is what, 32? 30 or no. 8 divisions, 5. They have 40. They have 40 teams now in Perfect League, which is 16 more than the bare minimum that they needed to get 6 divisions together at 4 apiece, or 8 divisions at 3 apiece. I didn't really pay that close attention to it, but 24 was the number that Diamond got to in terms of leagues before Perfect League actually became a thing. So I got relegated after the first season in Diamond, and then I came back and I stayed for the longest time until I got relegated one more time. With only with a 62 and 100 record, I got sent down to Gold, and I bounced right back to Diamond, and I've been back here ever since, and I will be in Diamond once more come tomorrow morning, the 38th time out of the previous 40 seasons. So I'm pretty proud of that, even though I haven't made it to Perfect League yet. To be in Diamond for 38 weeks out of 40, I'll take it. Don't have much choice. I'll take it. All right, we got another sim getting ready to come in. So let's, I'd say we've already taken a look at who I've got in my lineups. I did want to see one other thing in my lineups, and who I think OC was my stolen base champ, with possibly Pop Lloyd coming in second. So let me see. Stolen bases. There they are. Oops, I don't have anything. What in hell is going on here? Oh, it might be the postseason numbers. Let me look at it this way. I think that I can see it this way. If I go and click on the individual cards, OC ended up with how many stolen bases? He ended up with 54 this season. Okay, he ended up with 54 stolen bases, and I'll go take a look at Pop Lloyd and see how he did. But I've got another sim coming in before we go take a look at my theme team number 2 and their sad ending to their tale. It was heartbreaking. It really was. It honest to goodness was. Oh, and I got to show you one other set of achievements I got out of these guys that didn't make the playoffs. They had a really nice achievement that popped up along the way. But anyway, let me see here. Okay, that sim is in. Let's see what those achievements are that I was talking about, and it's right here. These 5 achievements all came in on the same day. 3 of them from OC, But look at this 4,000 perfect point achievement, a gold achievement up here. I had a 10-run comeback against the San Dimas Time Travelers. The game had to give me that 10-run comeback in order for me to take just one game out of that series from San Dimas. They totally dominated my rear. I do mean my rear. They took full advantage of it. I won't even say it's my best side. But we'll forget that. That's a very lame attempt at humor. But I had to do a 10-run comeback to avoid getting swept. Let's put it that way. So that was 4,000 perfect points that I've never seen the likes of in quite some time. A 10-run comeback to come back for a win. Sheesh. Was that ever exciting to see. But Brooks Robinson scored 4 runs in that game. OC had him 2 doubles and a triple. He was extra base hit machine. He knocked in 5, so he got that RBI, knocked them in achievement, and also the hit machine 4 for 5 achievement, picked up by Mr. Oscar Charleston, my center fielder. So that was a kind of a cool set of achievements that I saw there. I was glad to see that. And otherwise, nothing new. Okay, so D. Goist is swapping Tomei for Votto. Okay, you're doing Jim Tomei and Hank Greenberg for now. Okay, that's something I might have to consider if Joey starts faltering. But Joey Votto actually picked up his game a little bit. You'll notice that he has some achievements up here. And I'm trying to see where his... Okay, right there. He had a grand slam to help me win a ball game against the playoff-bound Snowballs from the TPC Friends group. And then I think he also had a Player of the Week. Okay, there, Vida Blue got a career strikeout number 2K. I think Votto had another achievement in here. Where is he? Not in here. Not in here. But yeah, Joey Votto had a pretty decent little set of achievements that he picked up over the season. So I'm leaning towards keeping him and maybe giving Mr. Greenberg a break because his card has been really underperforming. So, well, with a 174 power rating against the side that he plays, for crying out loud, folks, he can do better than that. And the contact was even good. His BABIP wasn't so bad. Forget it. It's the RNG beast. It's a different beast than what you expect it to be. So let's get out of here. And we're not opening any packs today, but we'll go take a look at my theme team in slot number 2. And I think we missed an ad break. Yes, about 8 minutes ago, we missed ad break number 2. Let's go ahead and take that ad break now, and I'll set up the next one, and I'll try to remember to get to it a little bit quicker. But here we go, folks, with ad break number 2, and please stay tuned for this word from our sponsors. We will be right back in about a minute. Here we go. Okay, gang, we are back. I've seen ads running on my alt Twitch account up here that I've got running on my El Cheapo refurbed Dell laptop that I picked up El Cheapo for like $75 off of Amazon's overstock site called Woot, W-O-O-T, woot.com. If you sign up for their daily emails, you can see what their hot deals are that they have running on the overstock items. And this particular Dell laptop, it's a real El Cheapo. It would probably go for maybe 150 or 200 new, but I was able to get a refurb for 75 bucks, and it's a beautiful second monitor. Because if you saw my setup, the way I've got it here in the Gorgo Man Cave, I don't have very much room in front of me. One of these days I may take a picture and let you guys see what type of a crowded setup I am looking at right now. I do not have room for a second monitor, but I can, with a little bit of jury rigging, I can set up that laptop right here, and I've got the screen angled in such a way that I'm looking straight in the eye at that laptop screen, and I can see it pretty well. Okay, we have another sim coming in, so that makes for a second screen for me when I really do need one. And like I said, I have it set up on my alternate Twitch account so I can see what my stream looks like to you folks. From the standpoint of a non Gorgo 2005 Twitch channel, then that one shows me how the stream looks to you good folks. So that way I can tell if something may be a little bit amiss. It also allows me a chance to read chat, and I can tell, okay, if I can't read it from this far, either I need to have my glasses adjusted, or I need to maybe avert my eyes a little differently so that I can read it a little better. But sometimes I need to go to OBS, my open broadcasting software, the freebie that I use to run my streams, and I look at it right here on my big 24-inch monitor. That's only an 11-inch monitor up there, and it's a little bit further away, so I don't have any other alternative except maybe if I had a phone on a stand someplace that I might be able to look at chat. But this serves the purpose fairly well. I'd say on a scale of 1 to 5, this one's a solid 4, if not higher. That this option works pretty well for me. Okay, got another sim coming in, and we can go take a look at my theme team as promised. Because look at, I am leading. I won my way in round 2, and I get to play the El Dorado Wood Ducks next, owned by Tim Land 33. I don't know that manager, but the Drifters here were owned by, who was it? I forgot already. The Drifters owned by Tumpa Wumpa. Okay, I see Tumpa Wumpa quite a bit in the tournament rounds. So I knocked him out 4-2, and here I am in a quarterfinal, hoping to make it into packs. If I make it through the quarterfinal and I get to a semifinal, I'm assured of at least 3 packs, because this is a 32-team best-of-7 tournament. So I would get 3 packs if I lose in the semifinals, if another team beats me at the semifinal level. But I have to make it to the semifinals to qualify for packs. Then if I make it to the finals, I'm assured of a minimum of 5 packs, because I get that if I come in second place in the finals. If I win the whole doggone shooting match, I get 10 packs from the game. And that's what I try to shoot for more often than not, is hoping to get myself a good 10-pack run. And we're sitting on 10 right now, so anything that we pick up in the meantime would not be unwelcome. We would not kick that baby out of bed. So we will jump out of here and get ready to go visit my theme team, which is in the number 2 slot, my Cincinnati area, my Redders, and we'll see the sad tale of how they got knocked out of the playoffs. And it is heartbreaking. Okay, I need to spam an ace of iron here, so bear with me a moment while I do that, please. Ace of iron right there. There we go. And that's number 38. What are the numbers on the others? Oh, 29 and 33. So, yeah, 29 has not been running terribly long. They might be through one round, but I'll look at them maybe later. But we have 15 packs on these guys because my tournament team has been actually pulling in packs for me. And remember, I opened up packs on this team yesterday, and we had 20 some that we opened yesterday, and I've already gotten 15 new ones. We have a 5-pack second place and a 10-pack win. But they play iron tournaments, where my Flames in diamond, they play bronze tournaments. This team plays Ace of Iron religiously. So let's see. Oh, this is so tough for me to look at. I think I will avert my eyes because it was not the way you want to end a season. Not the way you want to end a season. Right here, I'm in third place. I was in second place, if not first place, for the entire season until I went on a slide. What was my slide? Over here in the standings. Because I'm in, take a look at that. Look at that slide right there. Right there. I think I'm even going to pull in an arrow to point it out. Okay. That slide right there. Okay. I went 1-9 in my final 10 games. 8 games under 500, I lost. And those 8 games, man, it just absolutely killed me. It killed me. And take a look here. How did I end up in the wild card? 1 game out. 1 game out of the wild card. And I had been in the thick of the wild card race, if not the division race, for almost the entire season. Up until stream time yesterday, I didn't look too bad. I was still in a somewhat solid position. I would have practically had to lose out. Guess what I ended up doing? I practically lost out. How did my ending games come out? Let's go back to September here. I ended with a 7-game losing streak. 1 loss in there, and then take a look at what I had before that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 game losing streak. I went 1-20 over my final 21 games. 1-20. I think that is by far the most spectacularly lousy finish that I could have ever had in this game, regardless of game cycle. 1-20. Not good. 1-20. Oh, whine, 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 bitch, 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 complain, complain, complain. Yep. So my Redders are going to be back in bronze, or back, yeah, we are still in bronze. I was hoping to get a promotion up to silver, but nope, not this season. We'll be back in bronze one more time. Oh my. And that was after I added Pete Rose. This team was the one that bought the Pete Rose with the stuff that it had in terms of revenue. Ah, man, oh man. But you want to see something else surprising? This I found shocking once I saw it. Looking at the expanded standings. Take a look at this. I ended the season +8 on the Pythagorean because I had a -79 run differential with only an 80 and 82 record. Given a set -79 run differential, the game says I should have been 72 and 90. But I ended up 80 and 82. So that's a difference of 8 games over the Pythagorean, positive Pythagorean. So this is kind of sort of telling me that I need to get myself some better pitching and not give up so many runs. Because we're winning more games than we need to win, according to the Pythagorean. We're winning more, but not nearly as many as we could if we had better pitching. Okay. The Hal Chase effect, there you go, really Vanilla Gorilla. You got that one right. Okay. Yep. That's a lot of red. 1 and 20. 1 and 20. I almost, I could almost
Cry!
enough of that. All right, so I had to do my baby crying voice with the real baby crying voice that I got from my voice mod app. One of the few times I ever used that thing to modify my voice. Other than say, occasionally I might, he said, if I'm feeling particularly devilish, I might do a demon every now and then. Or I might feel like doing a genius like Stephen Hawking, his voice. Or I could also do a robot voice. I have that robot voice. And there's another one that I have in my arsenal that I use sometimes. And that's my party time voice. And it changes me over to this voice that's good for throwing parties. Party time, party time. So I've got all those different voices that I don't get to use that often. But today,
I'm using the baby voice and I'm crying. Okay.
enough of that. So, my theme team ended about as sucky a finish as you can get in this game. So, let's see how the rest of this theme team league is doing. We should have had 30 complete theme team members in here, but for some reason or other, one non-theme team member made it into this league. Because we had exactly 30 teams that qualified for bronze for this season, just completed. We would have had a complete 30-team league all of our own, but we had somebody sneak in. Clavette swept me, and he pretty much swept me in order to make the playoffs himself and get a game past me. He had to win that last game in order to do that. And the game let him do it, but to the score of 6-2. So GG's to Clavette, and better luck next time to this old fart, because he didn't do too well on his bid to make the bronze playoffs with his Cincinnati area Marauders theme team. And why do we call them Cincinnati area? Because of the 3 criteria that you have to meet in order to make this theme team. That a card has to, number 1, have a Reds Major League affiliation. Number 2, the card can also qualify if the player was born and or raised in the 8-county area surrounding Cincinnati, including Hamilton County, which is where Cincinnati is. Okay? Jim Bunning grew up in Southgate, Kentucky, which is in Campbell County. It's part of the Cincinnati area metro area, and he qualifies based on that. He also played his college ball in Cincinnati at Xavier University. Wade Hoyt had a major league affiliation with the Reds because he was the Reds' radio voice for a number of years. Sandy Koufax played his college baseball at the University of Cincinnati. That's how he got on my team. Just about everybody else on here has some sort of a Reds affiliation. Okay, I don't think that there's anybody else here who was born or raised here. But yesterday, while I was away for a good part of the day, and I was up at Miami University up in Oxford, which is in Butler County, only one county away from here. They're in the metro area also. But I looked for but could not find the picture plaque of a famous baseballer who graduated from Miami University and is in their Hall of Fame. And that would be none other than fabled Dodgers manager Walter Alston. My friend that is a Miami University grad and I, an Ohio University grad, we, before COVID, used to go up every year to Oxford to see Miami and OU play basketball. Okay? And this particular time, we were up there and I was working to try to get my tickets brought up on my phone. I have the smartphone, so I had to go along for that purpose so that we could both get in because he doesn't have a smartphone. But I had a smartphone and I could get the tickets on my smartphone. And while we were getting in there, I was looking around at all the picture plaques in the Miami University Athletic Hall of Fame because there's a Walter Alston card in there, or plaque in there, and I could not find it. So I would have taken a picture of it and saved it for posterity on my picture phone, and maybe brought it up in an online sharing atmosphere and let you guys see what that Miami University Hall of Fame card, but picture plaque of Walter Alston with a nice picture of him and a nice description of his athletic career at Miami under that, and then his professional career under that. So I didn't get to find it because I had to look all over the place to try to find it. And it might have also been in a location which would not have been the easiest to get a picture of, because they do have some of the picture plaques that are somewhat elevated and just above the eye level angle, maybe 10 feet off the floor. But I could tell Walter Alston's picture if I saw it, but I looked around everywhere and I couldn't find it. But that's beside the point. So he could have qualified for this particular theme team from him having played college ball at Miami University of Ohio. Another famous Miami University grad, somebody named Charlie Leibrandt. Charlie Leibrandt was a major league ball player, and he played baseball for Miami University. Now, Ohio University, if I had that sort of affiliation for this theme team, which I do not, oh baby, could I pick up some talent? Could I ever pick up some talent? I could get Mike Schmidt. I could get Bob Brenly. And that's just scratching the surface. OU had some major stud MLB talent, okay? So yeah, I could, if I had that affiliation on this theme team, I could be loaded to the gills. But I am hoping to get hold of some really nice cards for this team. I do have the new Milestones 3 Pete Rose card. I went out and bought that one, okay, outright. I was able to find it for $80K. Okay, I've got Ken Griffey Jr. I got Frank Robinson. I've got the perfect Joe Morgan. I've got the perfect Johnny Bench. I've got the 96 Jose Rijo, but there's a perfect Jose Rijo out there that's a tournament reward. I might be able to get him someday. There's a perfect Wade Hoyt out there that I might be able to get. That I think was a Cooperstown club, perhaps, or maybe he was a tournament reward also. I forget. But there is a perfect Wade Hoyt card out there. There's also a perfect Paul Derringer card that I could use for a pitcher. There's also a perfect Ted Kluszewski card that I could use. I've got all kinds of power that I could be going for, powerful cards that I could be going for. But I'm going at them one card at a time. Whichever one I pick up is going to be the next one to join my Redders here, and they will make it up. Like the Votto card, the perfect Votto card, I could use that one. And I'm using his diamond card right now. So yeah, I've got several perfect cards I could use. I could use the Paul Derringer card. I could use the Ted Kluszewski card. I could use the Wade Hoyt card. I could use the Jose Rijo card. I could use the Joey Votto card. That's 5 of them right there. And I've already got the most recent perfect Pete Rose sitting there on this team. So he helped them quite a bit, but I have a feeling he kind of faltered towards the end of the season. Everybody faltered and failed to get the job done. So we'll see how they do next season. They'll be in bronze for, I think, their 4th straight season. So anyway, let's go ahead and leave these guys alone, and we'll go take a look at team number 3. And we are ready for the 3rd ad break of the day. So let's go ahead and do just that right now, and we will be back in a minute right after this word from our sponsors. Please stay tuned. We'll be back in a minute. Here we go. Okay, I was answering a question there for Mr. Ree. He wanted to know how my Rose did. And we'll take a look at him. We'll take a look at him here in just a little bit. But I'm on team number 3, and I've got some Iron Best of 5 that I need to spam. These folks have been buying packs lately because they're a packs-only team. That's what they spend their treasury on. So Iron Best of 5 is what this team plays. And we'll see right away that they didn't fare too well either. They got knocked out of the playoffs the earliest of my 3 teams. They ended up something like 25 games away from the lead. There we go, 25 games out of the division lead. But then look at the Jonesboro Redbirds killed the division. 22 game gap between them and second place Arlington Silver Sox. So everybody else down here, including the Dunpo Bees, we were beating the crap out of each other and knocking each other out of this series or that series. So that's how we ended up with such a subpar record. That the second place team in the division was 81-81, and the first place team was 22 games better. So gosh-a-roonies, not too good. But my Finneytown Wildcats, they didn't have too terribly bad a season. They've had better, they've had worse. So they ended up 78-84, only 3 games out of second place. And as a result, let me take a look at the standings here. We'll be able to see, that's the expanded standings. I want the regular standings that also have the wild cards in there. I was 6 games out of the wild card, even with that 6 games under 500 final record. So I was in the top 6 of the wild card, but not close enough to qualify for playoff consideration. And you can see basically what the rest of the league looks like. There's nobody in here that I'm really familiar with, so I'm not going to be giving anybody any shout outs. But if you see yourself in there, if you could give a yell in chat and let me know, then I might be able to give you a good shout out. But this was Iron 208, and we did lousy with that 78-84. Now you can see, though, let me see here real quick. We didn't have to have a game 163 anywhere for any sort of tiebreaker. I don't think so. Okay. But anyway, that's what these guys did. And let's go back to team number 2 and see what Pete Rose did for me from when I was able to pick him up. because he wasn't with me for the entire week. He was only with me for a portion of the week, and I think it was only like the last couple of days or so. And we can bear into that once we take a look. I've got to jump out of here. I've got to log out of here. Can't spam another tournament, so let's go take a look-see on slot number 2 again. Bear in mind, this is in bronze. Whoops, hang on a second. Okay, that's spelled right, so let's go back out of here. Make sure that I hit it right. There we are. Okay, let's go take a look at that Pete Rose card. I put him in the DH role. So let's look at that card and we can tell how he ended up. He ended up with a 332 average. Can't complain about that. He had been as high as 340, for crying out loud. Let's look at his batting stats, and we'll look at the game log. We can follow his average through from highs to lows to whatever else. So yeah, he started, I think, in the month of June. Maybe, yeah. Was it June? Yeah, he started in the month of June in the regular season. So he came in about midweek. Because March, April, May had taken place, and June was already halfway done, and Pete Rose comes in. It took him 4 games. Only in his 4th appearance did he start hitting the ball. Okay? That's a pretty long time for him to start up. But take a look after that. It is a steady climb. And I guess I got to bring in the sim. We'll bring this in. And then we'll go take a look at some hysterical challenges. Okay. Now let me go look at that Rose card again. Go to batting stats and 2063 game log. So you can see that it took him a while to get warmed up. But once he got warmed up and got off the interstate, he had a really slow start. Then it took him only maybe about 10 games, maybe a dozen or so games before he finally broke into the 300 column. He had a short respite out of the 300 column and went back to two something or other. Then went back up. Well, let's see. Yeah, he went back up and stayed there, I do believe. I don't think he dipped below 300 the rest of the way. And if we look in this column right now, like I'm doing, you see where he, basically did it all. 332 batting average is what he ended up with. So I was really pleased to see what Pete Rose could do for me in a bronze league. And we'll get to see him bring in a full season's worth of action starting tomorrow morning. So I cannot wait to see how Peter Edward Rose does in a DH role. Why do I have him in a DH role? Because take a look at the first baseman that I've got. You'll see why. And the third baseman that I've got. Let's go look at the lineups. Okay. The first baseman that I've got, let's see. Do it in position order. My first baseman, Doggy Perez and Joey Votto. Hopefully to be replaced soon. Tony Perez would be replaced by a Ted Kluszewski card. Okay? And that way we'd have 2 lefties in there. Or no. Big Clue is a righty, I'm pretty sure. We can find out for sure. Okay? Bear with me a second. Okay, I don't need the mission filter. I'm looking for Big Clue. And there he is, okay? No, he is a lefty. Dang, okay, I forgot that already. So, yeah, Kluszewski is a lefty. So we'd have 2 lefties in there fighting against each other to see who gets the better position. But look at that power on that Kluszewski card. Holy moly. Plat 4 card. And the BABIP isn't too bad. But if I go to compare him say to Votto or Doggy Perez. It might overshadow one or the other of them, but this is one of my cards I want to get. I also want to get the perfect Votto card. My ultimate goal is to get perfect Kluszewski, perfect Votto, because there isn't anything for Tony Perez above that diamond card. There is not another card higher for Tony Doggy Perez. I'd love to see it, but ain't going to happen. So the Ted Kluszewski card is a good one to pick up as a perfect, and Joey Votto's perfect card would be good to pick up. So I'd have two left-handed first basemen, both of them perfect cards, and I would covet them dearly at this point. So that's what they'd be doing. Let's go ahead and let's go back to team number 3. Let's go to team number 3, and what we want to do, let's start doing historical challenges on that team and then work our way forward back to the Diamond Flames. And then once we get there and take a look at maybe a tournament or 2 or 3, then we'll have a chance to have our 25 standard pack giveaway, and we'll be done for the day. And wish everybody a happy Sunday, rest of Sunday. Yeah. Mr. E says he did really well for you in Diamond. Yeah, he did pretty doggone well for me. I could have told you off the top of my head that he was over 300, but I didn't remember his season-ending specifics. I couldn't tell you how he ended up, but I knew that he was batting into the 300s, and fairly well so, last time I gave him a peek. Okay? So, Ted Kluszewski is a good card to get. This team does have the perfect Pete Rose. We want to get the perfect Votto. We want to get the perfect. Let me see here. Come on. Oh, I see. I'm in missions. Okay, or I'm in the card shop. That's what's wrong. Okay. So if I happen to get lucky and get some of those other perfect cards, Wade Hoyt, Ted Kluszewski, Joey Votto, Jose Rijo, Paul Derringer. Those are 5 damn good cards right there. So I'd be really, really tickled to be able to get them. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and jump back to team number 3. And we're going to start doing some historical challenges, folks, and see how quickly we can get these guys done. Okay. So I'm going to start with team number 3. Because if I can get all 3 of them done in 5 minutes or less, I'll be really happy. Okay. Oh, good. I can spam another Iron Best of 5, so that one looks good. All right. Alrighty, here we go into Historical Challenge Land. It has been 72 hours since I last earned a pack on this team. So yes, we are going to enable challenge mode, new historical game. I've already got my season and era settled on. I want the 1927 Yankees. I'll be picking the Yankees later, but right now I've got the era and I've got the year. Later on, I'll pick the team. And something on the server side I think has improved for OOTP, that they've streamlined this process right here quite a bit. This used to take about 2 or 3 times as long as it used to. Okay, here I put in the year, month, day, 2023, 0226. Let's try 02. 226, okay? And the time is 4:24 p.m., 4:24 p.m. Okay, so there's that. And we will do it once a virtual month. And there's old Sparky Anderson as the manager. That's our Sparky Anderson's pappy. That was my way of honoring him while I'm doing stuff with the 1927 Yankees. Okay, so here I get to choose the Yankees. They're highlighted. I move on. Then we go ahead and start. And I'll show you, like I said, an extra little thing or 2 or 3 that I've learned about saving time while doing all of this. And here's one of them. I have to configure my continue button first. So I'm doing that, and I'm not interested in the base game features that are espoused by these check marks. All I'm interested in is winning a pack. And I want to simulate a week of baseball every time I hit that continue button. Okay, so there's that. And that's how it looks. Now, here's one little trick that I learned. Hit this autoplay till the next game, and it takes me past a screen or 2 or 3 that the continue button would show me. And it takes me right into simulating days up to opening day. And you'll see where it stops at that particular juncture. There's one of the teams, I forget which one it was. I think it was number 2, my theme team, my Redders. That the very, very first achievement that we pulled up got me the pack, and I got totally the hell out. And I spent maybe 2 minutes earning that pack. 2 minutes to get a pack for free. Just a little bit of effort. Fight with fire. Decent little tune. Okay, here we go. The season's ready to start. And let's go. Starting hit the continue button. There's week number 1 taken care of. No achievement yet. Nothing there either. We got achievements, but we're not getting any pack. Okay, more achievements. Looks like maybe 7 or 8 achievements, but no pack. Another achievement. The weeks are going fast. Nothing here. Nothing that week. Nothing that week. Come on, game. Oh, no wonder we're sitting down in 3rd place. No wonder we're losing out on achievements. The team is looking a little less than stellar right now. No achievements that week. Nothing that week either. Gosh, Rooney's game. Got up to 1st place in the league. That helps. Now we slipped to 3rd. Tied for 1st. 3-way tie for 1st. Let's go. Now we're back up on top by a half game. Keep on moving. Okay. Nothing here. No achievements. Come on, game. Let's see some better. We need to see some better stuff. Nothing there. 5 games out of the lead. Sheesh. Huh? What is that? 4th place now? 4th place? Come on, game. Give me a break. Okay, game and a half back now. In 3rd place. Okay, on a roll. Winning streak of 8. Let's go. Come on, game. Let's see some wins by my Yanks. Because we're already into August. Picking up achievements right and left now. Where we had some weeks we didn't get a single thing. Like that week right there, we didn't get a single thing. Building up a little bit of a lead, at least. We have a game and a half up on the rest of the league. Nothing here either. Keep going. And nothing here. Come on, game. I need to see some good stuff. Let's see some achievements, baby. Okay, Babe Ruth's 400th home run. I knew that was coming. It comes every 1927 season. Usually not this late. Okay, continue this on. Because I think we're going to come into the season series. We have clinched the World Series. We're going to be in the World Series. Let us go on and see what happens here. We still don't have a pack yet. Okay, home run champion and going to the playoffs. Okay, let's take advantage of that and see what we can do to get through this. The Yanks, I think, are ahead 2-1. Oh, yeah, there we go. We won it over the crosstown New York Giants 4-2. Now we'll let them do the World Series MVP voting and that sort of thing. So we have a season over, fantastic score, a champion's achievement, and owner goal complete. We still don't have a pack yet, okay? So let us get out of here. We don't need the continue button anymore, but we do need to get to the play button and take it fast forward to December 4th, where Hall of Fame voting begins. So let's go ahead and fast forward to December 4th and see how we do. Okay, there are season-ending achievements and still no pack. So we get to repeat the rinse and repeat route. This is the first time I've had to do this for a while. So let's create a new game, and we will have to choose historical out of the pack, and it takes me right back to where we began before. So we'll go through the same steps. I could take myself a little bit of a nap, but not today. Not on stream, like I've done before. Okay, so we are going to keep on moving here until we get to here. Year, month, day, 230226. 0226 226. Okay. And it's 4:32 p.m. 4:32 p.m. Okay. All right, and we will save the game once a virtual month, and let's go. Checking out chat. Nothing new. You're welcome anytime there, Mr. E, for pulling up the Pete Rose to see how he's doing. Okay, we choose the Yankees again. We won the World Series and everything, but couldn't win a pack to save our lives. Okay, we'll continue and configure this bad boy. Uncheck everything. Come on, uncheck everything. And we'll make this 1 week. Okay? Wait, 1 week. 1 week. Here we go. Boom. All right. I thought that looked different. Okay, let's keep on moving, and I'll hit this button down here again. See what that does for us. Oh, I can probably use some sinus tablets. I'll ingest some of those with supper tonight. Maybe give me a chance to sleep tonight. Good chill guitar there. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't sleep the best last night. My breathing machine wanted to malfunction on me and push too much pressure at me. Okay, let's keep on moving with the continue button. Get that first week taken care of. And okay, we got some achievements, but still no pack. Same story. Yeah. Nothing new there. Batter of the month. Nothing new here. Keep going. Huh. Don't tell me we're going to go through another one of these. I hope not. Because I know we have 72 hours since our last one. Yep. Personal message. Okay. Nah, nothing there either. Come on, game. Want to see some goodies. Right now, that's not goodies. That's the same old, same old. Nothing there. Gosh, Rooney's game. Let's go. Had only a 1-game lead on the Indians. Holy moly. Come on. Yankees tied for first with the Guardians. Of course, back then they had a different name. And again, no achievements. Come on, game, let's see some stuff. And we're not seeing some stuff. Getting this old fart disgustipated. Yep, it's not looking too good for the home team. We are already into almost through July. Tied with the Guardians again for the lead. Okay. Huh. Okay. Nice awards there. Still no achievement. Or not a pack winning achievement. Huh, nothing there either. Come on, game. Please, please, please. Huh. You can see how much attention they pay to this old stinker. Nothing that week either. Or that week. Ah. The game is not bestowing nice stuff upon my boys. All right. We're going achievement poor. At least I know as we get towards the latter part of the season, we are going to run into Babe Ruth's 400th home run, and there it is. Speak of the devil. And the season is now over again. We still don't have a card. Okay. What are we going to do in the World Series? Are we going to win one? Yes, we won another one. Oh, we knocked off my Reds 4-2. Ooh. Ooh, that hurts on that count. Okay. There we go. That was expected. So nothing new there. Let's get out of here, and then we will go fast forward to December the 4th. And we won a World Series, which is nice. So next thing we do is make it... Oh, there's my pack. I'm done. And it's a gold pack on top of that. Okay, heck with the rest of this. Let's get out of here once we are given some control. And here we are going to see the days getting simmed up till December 4th. And there we go. We got 4 more achievements, but too late because we already have a pack. So let's get out of here. It was one of those 4 achievements that won it for me. So we are done with this team. We have their pack, and it's a gold pack on top of that. So that helps them out quite a little bit. Jump out to the OOTP start screen, and that takes us to hopefully a position whereby I can spam another tournament. Yes, I can. Let's do it. We're looking for Ace of Iron. Okay, this team plays Ace of Iron. Okay, so there we have that one. All right, let's get out of here and go see. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't want Ace of Iron. I wanted Iron Best of 5. Dadgummit. Let me go back, get to my tournaments. My tournaments. I'll get to that one and I'll withdraw. There we go. If you ever enter a tournament by mistake, try to catch it before it goes live. And you can withdraw from it. Okay, now out of here. And this time, let's hit Iron Best of 5. Wait a minute, it's going to be higher up. Kind of a stinko position to be in. Wait a minute. That's an examine button. Iron best of 5 right there. Okay. So there he is. That's a best of 5. I think I want to go to the tournaments and get the cursor to snap to a position all the way up at the top instead of down towards the bottom. So I have to wait for it to, there we go. Wait, it kicked me out because of the message. Dadgummit. Let's go do it again. It's got to sit there for a few seconds, and then it'll tell me basically that a blink has passed. Once it tells me that a blink has passed, then we can do that. Okay, we're ready for the last ad break of the day. Let's go ahead and do that while we're waiting on this to finish up, and we'll go over to team number 2 and see if we can get a pack on them, and if we can, then we'll come back, or even if we can't, we'll come back and get a giveaway going, okay, to give you guys a chance to win 25 standard packs from Out of the Park Developments. Final ad break of the day. Please stay tuned for this word from our sponsors. Okay, gang, I'm right in the middle of getting a challenge going on my theme team. Okay. And we're ready to move ahead. Want to see if I can get a pack a little bit quicker on this team. That last one took me 2 trips, almost 2 complete trips in order to earn a pack. So the RNG deities were not seeing things in my favor. Once more, I still can't get over the fact that this team had a 1-20 finish to end up as absolutely piss poor as they did. I mean, like, it really, really hurt. It hurt about as bad as an ending of a season can hurt. Oops. There we go. 1 week. There we go. Everything is unchecked. Come on, and then I click autoplay until the next game. Then we'll start using the continue button. Let me see if anything new is going on in chat. Oh, Pops Dongoria telling me I'm up 3-1 in that quarterfinal for Ace of Bronze. Oh, you own the Wood Ducks. Oh, best of luck to you, because I'm up 3-1 in that quarterfinal. That means I'm about ready to go packing. So, wishing you the best of luck. You may end up getting a reverse sweep on me. I have no way of knowing, but good luck to you. And if you happen to lose out in that particular one, it'll be a GG's and better luck next time for you. Okay. All right. Okay. Now let's go ahead and do this, and we are ready to start playing baseball. Okay, no achievement there. Or yeah, I should say no pack there. I got achievements, but nothing else. Hey, okay, 2 achievements, no pack. No achievements there. And the Yankees are 4 games back. Ouch. Come on, Yanks. Get your act together. 6 games? 7 games? Come on. Come on, Yankees. 8 games now? Oh, not good. 8.5. Oh, they're starting to come back. 5.5 out now. 5 games out. 6, 5, 4 games out. 3 games, 2 games, 1.5. Oh, yeah, we're about ready to get back in that lead. We're about ready to take the lead in the league. Oh, no. Now we're 4 games back. Crap. Okay, shall we go and make ourselves a little bit more of a comeback here? 3 games out. 3 games out. And, oh, it's July. We have plenty of time left. But 5.5 games out now? That's not looking good. Not good at all. If I hurry up and get that pack, I don't have to worry about how they end up. Okay, 2 achievements, still no pack. Okay, picking up some ground on the rest of the league. Let's go. 3 games out. We're in the middle of August. It's not looking like an easy road here. We're 4 games out. Come on, Yankees. 2 games, 3 games, 4 games. Quit toying with me, Yankees. Oh, Rookie of the Month. Okay. Still no pack. 6 games. I'm going to get myself eliminated from the playoffs here doggone quick if I don't pick up some ground. We don't have that 400th home run yet either, I don't think. 2 games, 1 game, 2 games. There's Babe Ruth's 400th home run, practically at the end of the season. We only have a couple of weeks left. Come on, Yankees. 4.5, no. 5, no. No. You're going the opposite way that you need. They're already eliminated. Crapola cola. No postseason, but I don't care. I got my pack. Talk about ironic endings. I got my pack. Now I don't have to give 2 craps about how they ended up. They're not going to make it to the World Series, but I don't care. Let's get out of here. That team got its pack. They got their pack, and it's just about time for us to start up that 25 standard pack giveaway. I'll do my historical challenge on my main team after supper tonight, because I have a habit of doing historical challenges for all 3 teams on Sunday, and then again in midweek, and then again the following Sunday. That way I'm assured of a 72-hour window on either side of anything. And I have consistent days that I do it. So that helps me keep in my old fart mind. It keeps the days straight for me. I'm not going to go, that was a little bit of lunch coming back to bite me. But I don't go anal retentive and go every 72 hours on the dot, I must go get me a pack. I'd start on Sunday, then I'd go to Wednesday, then I'd go to Saturday, then I'd go to Tuesday, then I'd go to Friday, then I'd go to Monday, okay? and then to Thursday, and then to Sunday again. I'd only end up getting one more pack being anal retentive in the same time period. I would only end up with one whole pack more. I'd rather do it at the relaxed pace of Sunday, midweek, Sunday, midweek. It's consistent as all get out, and it's easy for me that way. So I don't need to go with a flat 72 hours in between packs. That would be carrying it to an extreme, at least as far as I'm concerned. So let's get out of here. And let's see, I think I'm going to set it up to go back to the main team, even though I'm not going to do a challenge. Okay, so I still have all my tournaments spammed up. Let me go ahead and change over to, let's see here. Wait a minute. I don't have as many drops as I should have. Let me go to my Twitch channel on my team here. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, my wife sent me something, and the friend that I went to the basketball game with yesterday sent me something in Facebook, but I'm not interested in Facebook right now at the moment. I want to take a look and see. Am I waiting on a drop? Oh, I got another drop coming in. Is this my last one? I feel like I need to take a look at something here. I think this is my final drop that I'm 73% in on. I'm going to go in and look at my transaction history and confirm that I'm working on my final drop right now, because somewhere along the line I lost progress on a drop. So it's not working flawlessly for me anymore, but it is still, it looks like, picking them up, at least on an inconsistent basis. And there we go. I've got 4 drops. I'm working on drop number 5 right now. Drop number 5 should have actually hit over half an hour ago. It should have hit closer to 45 minutes ago. So somewhere in there I had a little bit of lag getting my pack progress going, but it must have picked something up, because I didn't manually go out and redeem anything. It must have picked up somewhere in there that it was behind and went ahead and redeemed it for me. So I'm about 73% through, and by the time we're done with the giveaway, I think we're going to be in good shape. I'm going to leave right 80% now. That means 12. I'm only 3 minutes away from my final drop, and we'll certainly hit that. So I'm going to go to OBS and go to this screen right here, because this is where I can do the giveaway. Right here is going to be the giveaway screen. You're going to be able to see up here in the upper left-hand corner, you're going to see the giveaway start. And when the giveaway starts, you'll see it up there, and you'll be able to enter the tournament with one of 2 commands. Don't use them both. The giveaway will kick you out if you try to use both. You want to do !ticket or !enter. Don't put a number after the command. Like Screen Elements is going to try to tell you need to put a number after the command. Don't do it. It'll kick you out. !ticket or !enter will give you a chance to enter the giveaway for 25 standard packs. And since we have 146 people in the chat right now, that means 146 possible entries in the tournament. Or not in the tournament, but in the giveaway. We will let it run for approximately 2 minutes from where we started up. So please be on the lookout, and maybe on the way out of here we'll take a look at Pops Dongoria and see how we're doing in that bronze best of 5 or best of 7 in that ace of bronze that my flames are doing right now. So let's go ahead and check it out and see about me getting this giveaway started up. So I have to get to the screen where I can do just that. And here I am. I am going to start to do the giveaway. And I already told you the ground rules. What you need to do is !ticket or !enter. Either one will get it for you. Don't use them both, or it will tell you that you are no longer in the giveaway because you had too many entries. Okay, and you will see it, like I said, in the upper left-hand corner, looking right over my shoulder right here. So we're about ready to do it. Okay, golden ticket, Mr. Ree. Did you win? Not yet. Mr. Ree's getting a little bit greedy. He won last week, and he'd already won at least one time before, too. So, yeah, Mr. Ree's having a little bit of fun with me. Okay, did you win? Not yet. All right, let's go ahead and start this baby up, and you will see it right over my right shoulder here in the upper left-hand corner of the Twitch stream screen. Okay, we are going to let it start right now. Okay, and we'll let it run until we get to about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Asheville Boomstick 2 is the very, very first entry. There's Brinnick 1107. Oh, now we're starting to pick them up right and left. We're already up to 10, 15, 16, almost up to 20 entries already. Exclamation point ticket or exclamation point enter. One or the other, not both. And we're not up to 20 entries yet. There we go. We finally, Great Scott 66 came in as number 20. We're going to let it run for a bit longer until the timer gets to 2:30. When the timer gets to right around 2:30, we are going to go ahead and close the giveaway. So that way you can see it on the screen. When it says the running time gets to 2:30, that's when we're going to call it quits and give away the goodies. So please be ready to enter if you haven't already. MJ Tebow's in there. Cubs fan 23 Steve, who's a multiple time winner, also is now in there. Okay. And there's Really Vanilla Gorilla, D. Goist, right? Looking good. Laptop Hound, welcome to the channel there, Lap. It's good to see you, as always. Are you sipping on a coffee right now, buddy? Ted McMinn, 65, is entry number 30. We only have about 30 seconds left on the giveaway. We have about 30 seconds left on the giveaway. And my drop just came in. Okay. I'm going to make doubly sure that it's claimed for me. Because we're down to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The giveaway is closed. The giveaway is closed. We have 34 entries in the giveaway. The final one went to Sequest 22. Mr. Devil Dog is in there. And there's Uber Reese in there. Gravestock 23. Ted McMinn 65 is in there. Laptop Hound is in there. So we are ready to draw a winner. And the winner of 25 perfect, or I'm used to saying perfect points because it used to be perfect points. 25 standard packs, courtesy of Out of the Park Baseball. And the winner is, are you ready? $39 Cobra, and I think this makes him a multiple time winner as well. $39 Cobra, congratulations on winning 25 standard packs courtesy of Out of the Park Baseball. So congratulations, 25 packs. Are we going to go with your same team that you used before? I think you have one in the past. Okay. Yeah, Cobra's really gone crazy. Yeah, he's having a heck of a week this week. Okay, Cobra, we have given you a giveaway before, have we not? Okay, have we? Okay, I can see it now. Okay, now let me double check. 39 Cobra's the team that you wanted to go to. I'm going to confirm that really quickly. Bear with me. I'm pretty sure. There we go. We have used 39 Cobra in the past, so it's already confirmed. So congratulations to 39 Cobra. Sometime later on tonight, or maybe sometime tomorrow, he will be the proud recipient of 25 standard packs, courtesy of Out of the Park Baseball. They give me 25 packs to give away every week, and we're very, very happy to be able to award those packs to 39 Cobra. So congratulations again. And what we're going to do, okay, really Vanilla Gorilla, he needs a love to make him happy, baby. Well, don't worry about it. I think you get plenty of love already from the game, don't you, man? Nice end of the week. Oh, you had a knee replacement on Tuesday? Holy moly, man, I feel for you. I just barely dodged a knee replacement myself because I had a totally detached left outer meniscus, and my ortho surgeon decided that he could save me the replacement because he said the rest of the knee looks so good that I think all I need to do is repair that meniscus and use an ablation tool to maybe weld you a new one out of the old one and weld it into place with that ablation tool. And while I'm in there, I'm going to clean out some junk that's in there. We'll clean out the junk, and this should buy you several more years, if not longer, with just the new meniscus being built out of the old one. So anyway, it's going on 7 years now since I had that surgery. I had that surgery in September of 2016. I had that surgery in 2016, and it's lasted me ever since. I don't have hardly any pain at all. When I do have pain, it comes largely in the form of a hyperextension. If I'm not careful enough while I'm using the leg, if I happen to hyperextend the knee a little bit, that can get a little dicey. But it doesn't happen often enough. I'm vigilant enough with it that I'm able to keep it away. But best of luck with your knee recovery. Hoping that everything goes well for you. I can tell you, I had a walk in the park compared to what you did with the total replacement. I dodged the replacement, but who knows? I may have one in my future someday, somehow. But my right leg right now is doing quite well. My left leg is pain-free, but it is a little bit weak structurally. I have to really gimp down. Oh, you don't get to play golf for 6 months. Ay. But yeah, I had some other side effects from my surgery. I was able to walk home. That is, get out of the car and walk up the steps. I was able to put weight on it right after my meniscus replacement. They put the immobilizer on me, and I was able to put weight on it, full weight. So that was not a bad thing. But there was something else that I got. The antibiotic that they gave me before the surgery kind of wiped out all the good bacteria in my gut. And it gave me a nice little case of C. diff. And if you're familiar with intestinal infections, that one was a nasty gram from hell that I had for like a couple of weeks after the surgery was over. So I was putting plenty of weight on the leg, just running to and from the bathroom. Sorry to get that TMI moment has been brought to you by Charmin, a good Procter & Gamble product from here in Cincinnati, and it's one that my son-in-law works on personally. He is a paper engineer. He used to work with Pampers, designing the Pampers of the future. Now he works with Charmin and Puffs and Bounty. So anyway, long way around the horn. Let me go see if there's somebody else out there that I can raid. And we're hoping to find somebody that will fit the raid profile, so bear with me just a second. We are going to go and see if anybody is playing out of the park baseball that might be able to give you some drops. And we don't have any affiliates that are active right now. I see only myself and Cavicom. So let's go visit Cavicom. We're going to set him up with a raid and wish everybody nothing but the best as we get ready to get out of here. Let me go start the raid. Okay, so we're getting ready to send over, it looks like 152 people over to Cavicom. And in the meantime, I'll get to run out to the kitchen and start making me some gravy, pull that roast out and slice it up. It should be done to perfection. But in the meantime, as always, it's Gorgo 2005, rounding third and heading for home. So we're going to zip right home and wish everybody a happy rest of the day. And we hope to see you all on Wednesday during our next pack ripping session at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And in the meantime, go give Cavicom all the Gorgo love that you can. So we're getting ready to do the raid. And in the meantime, take care, everybody, and bye-bye.